Hello everyone. Hello students. Hello everyone. Hello students. Welcome to class 4. For our EVS lecture. Today we are going to start with the new topic. Yes, in the last week, in the month of May, we have finished with the lesson number 5, the animal world. Yes, have you gone through that chapter? Have you read the lesson PDF which is shared with you? Now today onwards we are going to start with lesson number 6, that is also related to the animals. Okay? So here you can see the picture of animals and the people, child, a lady. Yes? So this lesson is about the human-animal relationship. What is the relationship between the humans and the animals? Do you think there is relationship between us and the animal? Yes? Is there any relationship between humans and the animals? Are animals useful to us? Or are we useful to them? Do we help them? Yes, they also help us and we also take the help from the animals, and we too take care of all the animals, and we have to take care of the animals even though they are helpful to us or they are not helpful to us. Yes. So in this lesson we are going to learn about the relationship between the animals and the humans. Now tell me some names of domestic animals. What are domestic animals or pet animals? Yes, what are domestic and pet animals? You have studied some domestic and pet animals? Name the animals, domestic animals and the pet animals. So what are domestic animals? First tell me. The animals which are useful to us, who stay nearby our house or who stay with us in our house, are called as pet animals, like dog, cat, rabbit, parrot. These are the pet animals which you love to keep them with you in your house. And there are some domestic animals which are useful to us, which are very useful for the farmers in the farm, like cow, buffalo, ox, sheep, goat. Yes, these are the domestic animals. So today we are going to learn about them. Now, as in the family, we live in a family, we like to live together, we take care of each other in the house. Yes, can you see here a sweet happy family is having a lunch on the table and they are very happy. And who provides us food and shelter? Our parents provides us food and shelter. They take care of us. In the same way, there are some animals that need to be taken care by human beings. So which animals are that? We will see. Now this is a dog. Can the dog build his own house? Can dog build his own house for him? No. So as a human being, as we love to keep dogs with us, we build the house for him. What is the dog's house called? It is called as a kennel. And this house is built by the humans for the dog. Let us see some more animals which are helpful to us. Yes, these are domestic animals. There are many more domestic animals. Not only this many, but sheep, goat. These are also the domestic animals. Buffalo, camel, donkey, cat, cow, dog. So to these animals, we need to give them food and shelter. As they are helpful to us, we need to give them food and shelter. We take care of their health. These animals also serve us in many ways. These are called domestic or pet animals. So the domestic animals, to the domestic animals, we have to build the shelter for them. We have to take care of their health. We have to give them food, water, and whatever is essential for them, we have to serve them. Because they cannot build their own house. They do not go out in search of the food. As wild animals, they stay in the jungle, they stay in the forest. So they search their own food and they stay in the jungle only. They do not need any special house for them. Yes, but for buffaloes, cow, we build a stable. For shade, for horse, we build a stable. Cat lives in our house only. Dog also, you can keep them outside your house in your garden area. But for the food, water, you have to take care of these animals. So these are called as domestic animals. Now we get food from animals. Yes, you love to eat delicious chicken, eggs, fish, milk, curd, paneer, which is made from the milk. So who gives you milk? From where does the milk come? So there are some animals which give us milk. Which are they? Which animals gives us milk?
And shelter. In the same way, there are some animals that need to be taken care of by human beings. We give them food and shelter. We take care of their health and well-being. These animals also serve us in many ways. They are called domestic animals. Food from animals. There are some animals which give us milk. These are called milch animals. Cow, reindeer, goat, sheep and yak are all milch animals. Some animals, like hens and ducks, give us eggs. Some people eat the meat of animals, like chicken, goat and turkey. Help us to move from one place to another.
Okay. The remaining part of the video we will see it afterwards. Now today we have learned till here. So you have seen the food from animals. The animals which gives us milk are called as milch animals. What are they called? They are called as milch animals. So cow, goat, buffalo, reindeer, camel, all these animals, they give us milk, and from the milk we make different types of products. So there are some animals which gives us milk. These are called milch animals. You should remember this word whenever it is asked in the question. What are milch animals? You should be able to answer it. So what are milch animals? The animals which give us milk are called milch animals. You can write it in your notebook and keep this. Cow, buffalo, goat, camel, reindeer, etc. are called milch animals. Now there are some animals which gives us egg. So which animal gives you egg? Hen and duck. These animals gives you egg. Most probably we eat the eggs of hen, which are healthy, which gives us protein. So it is good for our health. Some people eat the meat of animals like hen and goat. So some of them eat flesh of the animals from hen and goat, also for turkey. There are so many animals in the different parts of the areas where animals eat different kinds of meat. Now in olden days, what was used? Nowadays postman brings letters to us. Yes, you receive a letter from the postman, but in the olden days the postman was not there. So who was receiving the letters from one place to another? Yes, the pigeons were used to carry letters from one place to another. So can you see here in the picture, the letter was being tied to the feet of the bird, and the bird was trying to fly from one place to another place. So they were being taught. So the pigeons were used to carry letters from one place to another. Nowadays nobody is writing a letter, so the postman also coming very rarely to your house. Yes, you keep on chatting on the computer, net connections, telephones are there. So the letters, you do not write much letters. Animals such as elephant, camels, horses, mules and bullocks have been used as means of transport since olden times. Now as pigeons were used to carry letters, in the olden days there was no transport like trains, buses, tractors, cars and other vehicles. These vehicles were not there. So before these vehicles, before the invention of all these vehicles, people used elephant, camels, horses, mules and bullocks to move from one place to other place. Also to carry the load or luggage from one place to another place. And with the invention of trains, buses, tractors, cars and other vehicles, the use of animals for travel began reducing. As all the vehicles were being invented, then the use of animals is being reduced. However, many animals are still used for transport and other purposes. But in some rural areas, in some places, still animals are being used for transporting from one place to other place. Now we have seen the animals which are helpful to us, the milk animals, the animals which gives us egg. Now there are some animals which are very helpful to us. They are called as working animals. Okay, they are called as working animals. So what are working animals? The animals which help us in our work are called as working animals. Now can you see the picture of camel? Where do we see camels most probably? We see camels in the desert areas like Rajasthan. So in this place the camels are used for transporting from one place to another place and also to carry the load from one place to another place. Can horse or donkeys walk in the desert area? Can they move in the desert area? Or can they survive in the desert areas? No. Why? We will see that. Now camels are called as the sheep of the desert. They are called as the sheep of the desert because it is the only means of transportation found in deserts which help human beings to go from one place to another. Now these camels, they can survive without water for many days. They can stay without water for many days because it has hump which help it to survive long without water for many days. They are having a small bag near their neck where they store the water in their body and they can survive without it for many days. And you can see their feet, the feet of the camel. Its feet are thick which help it to move on the hot sand easily. So because of their feet and as they can store the water for many days, they can survive in the desert region, and so the camels are called as the sheep of the desert. So this also question you have to keep in mind. Why camels are called sheep of the desert? So write down and keep this question. Afterwards I am going to ask you all these questions. Why camels are called as the sheep of the desert? As it has humps which help to survive without water for so many days, and they have thick feet which help them to move on the hot sand. So these 2 points you have to keep in mind. See the next. Have you seen this cart? If you have visited Mumbai, you must have seen this cart in Mumbai. The open, luxurious horse carriage named Victoria was very popular with tourists. So this cart was very popular for the tourists. Tourist means the people who come from outside to see the surrounding places, who enjoy a joyride on it. It was named after the British Queen. So she is the British Queen. Her name was Victoria, and this carriage is known as Victoria carriage, which was famous for the tourists to take a joyful ride. Now whenever you go to some garden, there are some different types of rides. You enjoy taking the rides. In the same way, this was the luxurious horse carriage named Victoria. So which was the luxurious carriage? It was the Victoria carriage named after the British Queen. And her name was Victoria. So that carriage name was also given as Victoria carriage. Got it? So these 3 questions today I have told you. Why camels are called as sheep of the desert? What are milch animals? And what is Victoria carriage? You are going to write it in your book, and also the hard words. Till today how much we have finished. Write the hard words in your book. Okay children? Till then, thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day.